Right, so time to do a little bit of warm up with this one. You can see the 3D model that I referenced to do the pose there, and you'll now see who it's going to be. It's of course Neptunia, or Neptune from Neptunia. This is actually all wrong. Good start. Right, let's try that again. So she's at this angle, so the clothes will be coming out here. Actually, I'm not sure which way this should really curve. Just go ahead and turn down the opacity on this a little bit more. Idiot. This is what I meant to do. So this might be coming out too loose. That is a good place to start at least. Not sure what it is, but something about this doesn't feel quite right. This belt area. Hello! How's it going, Ponyville Grim Dark Tales? Apologies for any suppy noises. Got my monster energy. I need to study this part of the back of the knee because I'm not entirely sure where this... Like, I know that's the cord at the back of the knee, but from this angle it would be going this way, right? Pretty sure. Also, this needs to be off center because the leg is turned. So it'll go there, I think. This. This one's also turned, so that'll go here-ish. It's not great when your brain doesn't play ball, which is something I'm quite familiar with. Okay, that's a bit better. I'll fix these up later anyway, so it's not the end of the world. This is just the sketch. I just want to get it right for later so I don't accidentally ink the long lines. Yeah, so this leg is curved, so this will also be a good reference for when it comes to shading. But for now, I need the concept art. Now, is this actually a hood, or is it just... Yeah, it is actually a hood. That's the rim. So... So yeah, for anyone who's been paying attention, this is not Photoshop, which is what I usually use. This is Clip Studio Paint, which, unlike Photoshop, works with vectors. Now this isn't actually vector at the moment, this is raster, just so I can get the sketch down nice and quickly, but when I'm going to be inking it, it's going to be in vectors, which it means a number of things, but primarily people work in vectors because you can edit the lines after you've drawn them. So it's not just a case of erasing and redrawing, it's literally selecting and then dragging the line around and being able to alter it that way. Which obviously makes some things a lot faster. Particularly when you can automatically erase lines after they intersect, which means you can go over lines and delete the tails, and makes it all very much faster when it comes to tidying up and editing. So, I actually applied for a job online. Now I'm not too hopeful because they weren't looking for an artist like me, but you know, I thought I'd give it a shot anyway. At least ask. And it made me realise that I've not drawn humans in a very long time, or at least not seriously at least. I think I've dabbled here and there, but you know, I've been drawing ponies for so long, I realised that I kind of really needed some humans to flesh out my portfolio. Even if it's anime, and I know people aren't really into anime professionally, but you know, at least it shows some diversity in my work, which is what my gallery really needs right now. Plus I've been playing a lot of Neptunia recently, so it's, you know, just kind of nice to do something a little different that I'm still passionate about. No, this isn't quite right. I'll make that thicker. Kind of an awkward angle to draw, not necessarily sleeves, but you know, just the edges of cloth at this kind of angle, because then you need to do the depth, and I tend to draw the depth way too thick. Hey Oders. Yeah, it's nice to see. Of course, I've been streaming at weird times and very irregularly, so I'm not surprised. I'd like to have a stream schedule, but I'm just not a very organised person. Yeah, this looks really strange. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with MLP ending. I mean, obviously MLP as a brand isn't going to end. It's just going to be Friendship is Magic. And even then, you know, they're probably still likely to continue releasing specials and, you know, one-offs for a little while. But, I mean, to be honest, I've not finished watching the end of the last season. No particular reason. I've still got access to the episodes. But, yeah, I've just not really bothered. And it's not that I'm not interested in My Little Pony anymore, because I obviously am, because I'm drawing a comic on it still. But I don't know, it's just not got around to it. And I guess I didn't really care that much about the whole friendship school thing going on. So yeah, I think it's had a good course, and I'm interested to see what they do with the next series rather. I think it'll be nice to have a bit of change, and perhaps maybe with this new series they might take a more mature approach to it. Doubt it, but you know, we can hope. God, I should have done this hand and drawn this hand in more detail. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's going to be fan art and fan writings of Friendship is Magic for, you know, decades to come. There are still people, like there's someone who follows me who writes Care Bears fiction, fan fiction, and, you know, Care Bears hasn't been around for a good 20 years, I'd imagine. So, you know, there are always going to be fans of something. It just means the pool of people interested in it is going to get smaller. But that just means that the people who are left over are just going to be that much more dedicated to it. So it's going to be a smaller base, but it's going to be a tighter base, which, you know, it has its ups and downs. But I really can't draw this hand. What am I doing? God, this looks horrible. I'm going to leave the hand for now. I have to look at my reference again. Yeah, it's hard to imagine that Friendship is Magic has been going for as long as it has. It doesn't feel that long. But, yeah, it's stunning that it's lasted this long. And hopefully Hasbro have learned from what they did with this, and they'll continue making the next series in a similar kind of format in terms of scope and you know, the fantasy setting, not just ponies for girls. So yeah, unless they're completely dense, and Hasbro has proven themselves to be dense because they haven't made a like video game or a, you know, like a platformer, which would have sold like absolute meth if they had. But you know, can't get everything, I suppose. But let's hope that they're not that dense in all things. Because if they let this golden goose get away from them, they will be kicking themselves. It's you just got to hope that they know why it worked the way it worked, and as long as they know why it worked, then the next series will be great. Fingers crossed. I mean, you say they came and went, but those fandoms are still pretty strong. But yeah, they certainly, I'd say MLP probably had the longest surge of popularity, and it's not necessarily gonna outlast other things as its popularity dies down, but it's probably lasted the longest. So yeah, it's not going anywhere. Anyway, I mean, I don't know how reliable it is, but I heard that the next series will be set in the same universe, like just later on, and that Twilight will still be in it, but like I said, I don't know if that's just a rumour. Honestly, I mean, the main 6 are pretty strong archetypes, so it's alright. Like, I wouldn't mind if they stay, but I also wouldn't mind if we get some fresh blood, because the friendship school characters were alright. They didn't, like, introducing new kind of side main characters, they should have doubled down on it and made them the absolute main characters and had the main 6 as secondary characters in the background. But by kind of splitting the load, as it were, they just kind of, they didn't have enough personality to really stand up on their own. So yeah, it would be nice to get some new characters, I think. And I think it would be also nice to kind of reset the archetypes. Like, I was a fan of Fluttershy until she stopped being shy, at which point she just kind of became a different character, which is when my interest then turned to Pinkie Pie. So it'd be nice to kind of like have that shy character back, which Asalis kind of fills. So, like, you know, they have the building blocks there, they didn't really utilise them properly. So I think they're going to take this opportunity to, you know, reboot and get a fresh start. And also it'll be nice to see ponies in a different style, because I mean, while Lawrence Faust's designs are great, A, they're pretty simple, and B, we've seen a lot of that style now, so it'd be nice just to get things a bit fresher, perhaps a bit more, you know, more detailed. I think she has a design on the bottom of her shoes. It's probably just the Neptune logo. Like it's going to be that, but upside down, which I think is still that shape. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and. What do you mean the underground? Do you mean where the diamond dogs live? Because, I mean, I'm not surprised. I think I messed up the angle on this. Let me get this up. So it's flat. Okay. So this is actually bent. Oh wait, it's also bent, isn't it? Oh god. Yeah, oh shit. So that means that the peak is here, which means this less on this side, I think, and more on this side. Smooth that off. Oops. Ooh, it's getting a bit toasty in here despite it being horrible weather outside. Of course that could just be the energy drink. Right, so... Probably should have started with her head first, just to get a feeling for the character. Let's have a look at her face. So... Are the anime sideburns? I should have taken the time to set up the on-screen chat. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world. That looks strange. By the way, I was kind of understating it when I said this was warm-up, like this is actually like a proper thing that I wanted to make. It's not going to be just a sketch. I did the body yesterday? Day before? I think it was yesterday. I doubt I'll finish it today, but yeah. So I am planning to do some pony. I've got the next page going on, but I wanted to see if I could get some more of this one done. A little bit of the face going, so right, that looks a bit horrifying, so let's not do that. I'm going to have to do some study on anime faces from the side, because I mean, I know I could just do this, and that may end up being what I do, but I don't know. You don't really see Neptunia characters on the side. Don't know about that really. So she's only got the pockets on the front, which you would see. So let's go ahead and put that in. I guess those are separate flaps on the shoes. So, God, what does that mean? That means they go over the brim? Maybe? I don't know. Right, we can see her neck, so she gets her choker. A little bit of back, neck, right, let's get the design on. So it's going to be a little bit twisted, so that kind of goes like this. You streaming, Erdis? I figure if you come on Picato, you're probably doing your own art as well. I just need to be a bit deeper. Are those circles on the back? I think that might just be gloss. So let's see, how are we doing? Well, she looks more like a Spike than Neptune. Right, let's get rid of that top spike. Just to try and get her a bit closer to her normal hair. So we'll soften that out, elongate that, get rid of these, and this, get this out a bit. No, she doesn't actually have a hairline thingy at the back. So I guess I'll just smooth that over. And I may be making her hair too high. That might be the reason she doesn't look quite right. But that does fix her in terms of looking like her. At least the hair. It's just calm that down a little bit. A little bit less fluff. Okay, so that looks a little bit more like her. Let's get some animu shine going on right up here. That's something that I'll do in colour, so doing it with the lines doesn't really matter. Just to get a feel of where it goes. Guess we can just add a little bit of detail there. You know, it kind of looks like it's stuck to her head now, so let's just get a little bit more spike. That's better. Yeah, that's definitely more Neptune. Let's get her other sideburn thingy. Let's curve that a bit more. Sorry, I know I'm talking a lot. I guess I don't know how to be entertaining without just kind of rambling and explaining what I'm, well, not really explaining, narrating what I'm doing. So this is either going to be horrible and you'll mute it, or it'll be interesting and I guess it's fine. So you've got that mute button there just in case you hate it. And I guess that covers everything. Covers all possibilities. Chat seems to have died anyway, so rip me. Right, I need to fix the nose. How to fix this? Less turned up and more curved. Okay, that's better. Her eyes are going to be more defined when I colour them, since obviously in this style there's no outer rim, just the eyelashes at the top, which I've done. Can't really see her ears with this hair. What's going on here? What the hell is going on here? Let's get rid of that. Yeah, that looks really weird. So let's not do that. Let's because I don't want to block out her face. So let's get her chin in there. And let's... I think her hairline's actually higher than this. Yeah, her hair's actually quite a lot shorter than I've done here, so let's get rid of all of that. I could kind of go for another monster, but fortunately this was my last one. See, this is what I like about drawing with pencil, the way you can build up over your mistakes. In Photoshop, it's kind of a hassle having to set up the transparency to do that. Maybe it's just the case of finding the right brush, but I mean this specific brush I downloaded as an extra, but it's so much easier in this program. You get this whole range of free plugins that you can access through the program itself rather than having to search for them online. And this brush was free. This brush, which is a pencil, is free. Just a nice pencil-y pencil. I think the results are quite nice. I mean, it's not looking amazing, but and this rubber isn't quite right, but you know, just for a sketch, it's all I need. Switch back to my pencil, and I guess I'll try this hand. Right, so no, I didn't miss too much. There it is. Well, I mean, I did talk to you for a moment, but I was just asking if you were streaming your art as well, since you're on. And I'm doing a Neptunia sketch for Neptune from Neptunia, just to kind of brush up on my human skills. I mean, I know it's anime, but I just needed an excuse to draw a person, and since I'm just coming off a Neptunia binge, I thought, why not? Right, that looks a bit weird. Just shave all those off a little bit. God, I've got to ask everyone if their sound's on, because otherwise I'm just talking to a brick wall. Yeah, I saw that you'd been streaming more, which is pretty cool. I just didn't know if you were streaming right now. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna suggest like multi-streaming, but I mean, I don't have premium, and I don't think you have premium, so unless what's his name, Tech? Unless Tech was here, we couldn't do it anyway. So let's see, comes up like that, goes out, goes up. Well, I followed the reference. I guess, I don't know. That looks really weird. It looks like her hand's facing the wrong way around. Wait, so you've been streaming but not doing art? Or did you just stop streaming for a while? How do I fix this? I guess it probably just comes down to shading, but... And that line looking weird. God, that looks really weird. What have I done wrong? I guess that's not... Undo that. So let's get that back up. And line would come there. So according to the reference, the fingers should go all the way down there, which looks absolutely fucking disgusting. Oh god, it looks like a hand split in half. That's horrible. Yeah, I'd probably study then. It's probably a good idea. I mean, you can just do a little doodle now and then just to keep, you know, keep the engine revved. But, yeah, when you've got a test tomorrow, it's worth studying. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with this hand. I think it's because I don't have the shadow in between the fingers. They need to be just a little bit bent. I don't know. They'll do for now. Right. How are we doing? This could be a bit bigger. You know what, this actually does need to be a little bit more crooked than this, so let's just so I can at least do this. That'll do. Fuck. Deselect. Okay. I swear to God, this fucking gnat or whatever it is keeps on flying into me and it's driving me mad. A little bit more ruffle here. Just there we go. Yeah, this album seems to have a lot less of a video game vibe to it. I mean, it is like, what was it, 10 years older? So, I guess their influence has changed. Let's see if there's another one that's a bit more, bit chippy. I think that's about it. I mean, maybe this needs to be a bit wider. don't want to ruin it, but... I mean, at this point I'm just kind of cleaning up the sketch, which is pretty pointless. Whoa! So, let's see, where would her panties be? Kind of here? Right, so I think that's the character. Right, okay, so we'll turn that off and we will put that down. So now it's time for the lines. Oh shit, I need to make sure that I actually lined everything, because let me just go over this one a little bit. Oh geez, that's completely wrong. Okay, I think everything's covered. Just turn that. Sounds looking good. That's probably the best hand I've ever drawn. Of course, that was using reference, but the top hand, yeah, I mean, I think it just comes down to the shading, because like the lines themselves are correct, more or less, you know, from what I can tell from my eye anyway. You know, like, got the curved one at the top, slightly curved one second, more or less straight one in the middle, slightly curved up bottom. I mean, apart from the finger width, which will be addressed when I actually line it, and fix the thumb a little bit, but fix or destroy, god damn it. Did that ruin it? Just... Well, feel free to share if you can and or want to. Right, come back. So that needs to be straighter. I think a lot of it might just come down to how thick the lines are, making the shape look weird. It's kind of hard to use at a small size. Jesus, that looks even worse now. see. Right, let's take... Oh, that's still erasing. Let's take this in. I mean, this one looks weird. This finger. Can make that a little bit longer. I mean, I could just wait until I try and fix it with the lines, but I think that's one of my problems, is that I leave too much for after the sketch, so then when I go to line it, it takes a lot more time than it should, and that thing looks weird. And because I don't have a good guide, then the line kind of comes out strange, but because I'm trying to do the final lines, I don't feel like I can keep on trying at it, if that makes sense. Define the line at the top of the palm instead of the bottom. Oh, right. I mean, let's have a look at the angle of the arm. So the arm comes... Okay, let's knock that back up. The arm... The arm comes in like that, so let's just... The arm, hand comes in like this, bulges out for the base, and then goes straight down into the arm. And the thing is, actually honestly I think I've done that at the wrong angle because now it looks strange. So let's bump it out a bit more. So the thing is that from this angle there wouldn't be any crease at the top because the wrist is smooth and curving down. Because the hand is twisted to like a, I don't know, 3 degrees down or whatever. So if there were a crease it would be at the bottom, but there isn't a crease on my hand. So let's get rid of that completely. And let's just have the angle here and then slowly curve down and then take more of an angle here. Clean that up a little bit. And what's going on here with the hood? I feel like I've accidentally deleted some lines that fix this. Right, so maybe I just drew the hand at the wrong angle completely, because I mean yours does look a lot better with the wrist crease at the top. I mean that looks. The shape of the hand looks right now, but it looks like it's still at a kind of flat angle and it should be twisted. So that could just be a case of shading. Yeah, that's definitely wrong. So maybe it's not a case of the crease and more of a case of not having that wrist bone, which I guess would kind of, for a start, I need to smooth that off. Guess that would be there. Then we get more heavier shadow. And God, I haven't even thought about where the lighting for this is coming from. I guess it would be coming from over here, since that's where her face is. Or maybe not quite that direct, but you know, like kind of that angle. So that would make the shadows come on this side. And I also need the fingernails. Fingernails were probably a big thing of why it looked strange. Or rather, why it looked like the palm rather than the... whatever the back of the hand is called. Honestly, I think that looks alright now. What I might want to do, which I guess I'll add it now, is like I'll put like hair strands coming through the fingers. I don't know. I think I'll leave that for now and think about it later. Vectors work with longer strokes as opposed to short, scratchy ones, which I tend to normally do. And you don't really want to worry about going over lines like this, because as I will show you, God, come on. What's wrong with me? Come on. There we go. Because what you can do is you make sure you've got the vector eraser on, and then literally just rub out the edges, and it doesn't automatically. And this is pretty much the single best reason for using vectors over rasters, because having to go around and scrub out all the little ends takes a long time. Like, not per end, but across the entire picture, it accounts for a lot of wasted time. So that is one particular reason why things should, in theory, go faster, at least with my comic. So I mean, you can already see it just looks so much cleaner than raster line straight away. It looks kind of lumpy here though, it's a bit strange. So what I can do for this is there is a correction pen, which is here? Yes. Correct. Fine. Let's just But yeah, you want to be careful with this because it really does grab the line quite far. So you know, it can get strange. So let me undo all that. Naturally simplify. Fix either end. There we go. So yeah, I just wanted a nice little subtle change. Same here, let's just curve that out. I think that's alright. I mean, it might be a bit weird from a distance. And I can probably turn off the grid now. So yeah. Yeah, that looks okay. Oh God. Yeah. That's definitely not what I want. want... I want correct line width to scale with what's around it. Right? Well, I mean... Anyway, I'm not... No, never mind, forget that. I can do all that later. Let's just get the lines. Does that look really weird? Is that too much detail? Jesus. What am I doing with this hand? I'm so bad at hands. Jesus. I guess I should just try and do it all without worrying about it and then come back. God, don't deviate from the sketch. Assuming the sketch is right. Let's just get the hand and then finger. There we go, that's a bit more. Gotta stop deviating from the sketch. Assume it's right, don't assume you need to fix it. God, I think I've done something horrible to the perspective here. Something about this one looks really wrong. Oh God, what have... You know what? Move on. Don't get too stuck on it, just... Let's get rid of that line and get rid of that line, get rid of that line. I guess I wasn't expecting this to take so long. I was planning on doing more of the comic, but this has ended up taking up quite a lot of time. And now I'm doing the thing that I just told myself not to do, but bothering me. Gotta fix it. Oh god. Oh god. Bye! I mean, that finger is way too short, right? I mean, and I'm not connecting it in the right point, which is also a problem. So let me do that properly, and then we'll see. Let's get rid of that line, oh my god. So, it needs to be... I think this is what the problem was. It was missing the skin and fold bits, and that was what's making it look strange. Of course, we don't want too much fold. Is that better, or does now she look like Spider-Man? Let's go ahead and try and fix that. We'll just try and push on. Just try and get as much detail as we can in. So let's let me shrink the brush down, and let's try and get some fingernails. Oh god, which way is the finger facing? Shouldn't be bending like this, should it? Oh god. Yeah, this way, right? Oh god, it's like a wet sausage. I'll leave that for now. I mean, it looks pretty good, apart from that finger being hugely longer. God, that's way too long. Why am I so bad at drawing? It's literally all I've done all my... well, all I've tried to do all my life. I think that's... yeah. This, however, needs to be shorter and more central. A little bit more. A little bit more with this. Let's tidy that up.
When you feast your eyes on this, I don't doubt that you'll be amazed, Doctor, and you'll be the first to congratulate me. Frankly, I'm happy that you came here to visit us. You're a man who is basically an intellectual, and that's why you'll be able to understand. Written my invention. I explored powers that no one else knows. All those great mysteries, the very basis of creation.
So I started watching recently an anime called Comic Girls, which, if you might guess from the title, it's about girls. Did I say the right word? It's called Comic Girls. I might have said Anime Girls. I'm not sure. It's an anime called Comic Girls, and they're drawing comics. And they want to be mangakas. So that's kind of been a little inspiring. Kind of in the same way that watching New Game Plus inspired me to do more gamey stuff. That being similarly about girls joining a game development group. God, what am I doing? Did I mess up that? Does that need to come up? Or no? That good. This just needs to be smoother. I think the simplifying is messing it up a little bit. Oh. I keep on saying move on and then I just get stuck doing the same stupid stuff all over again. I'll leave it like that and fix it later. So what was I saying? It's yeah, so New Game Plus is the game dev version and Comic Girls is the manga version, and it's a much less realistic depiction of mangakas, but you know, it's fun. It's not a great anime, it's fun, it's alright, but it's still enough to inspire me to want to push more for it. I mean, obviously I'm already a comic writer / drawer, but the problem with drawing My Little Pony comics is that obviously I can't publish them ever. So I do have a story of my own called Dirge, but I haven't really touched that properly in years, mainly because it was something I wrote, the premise and the characters, the main characters anyway, is something that I wrote when I was younger, and it was dealing with my issues at the time. And I no longer have those specific issues, so it's become a lot harder to write the characters. Because I would need to start the story right back at the beginning. So it would be establishing all the characters and the locations and stuff. But it's not that I've become completely disconnected with the characters, because I do, like, I still love the characters for what they were. It's just, it's a lot harder to get in their head. And in some cases I don't especially like the characters anymore. You know, I don't gel with them. But, like, that's just the way they are. I don't want to rewrite them, because then they wouldn't feel right. Like, in the past I've tried to rename some characters, and it's just felt like I'm changing the core character, and that's not what I want. What have I done wrong here? This looks terrible. I need to redo this. Like, the sketch looks fine, but maybe I just came at it from the wrong angle. Is that better? I don't like how that one looks like it's on top. So I need to erase this bit and I think I was in the middle of saying something, but I forgot what it was, so oops. Never mind. Wasn't that very, can't have been very interesting anyway. So I guess it now looks too angular. I just need to smooth out these corners. Simplify. And connect. Connect both ends. I guess I need to connect. There we go. Okay, so that kind of automatically rounds it off anyway, so let's just go ahead and why did that one come out? I guess I connected them all once. Really, all of this should be connected, so it shouldn't be too... keep that. Okay. Something about this just looks wrong. Something about this bit. it's just sticking out too far. No, that doesn't look right either. I guess that's the problem, it was just too... it wasn't thick enough. Thick with two C's, of course. Yeah, that's a bit better. Probably just use the line fixer for this one. Moves too much. I think that might be the simplify. Probably have it low instead of off. See, this is the problem with this tool, is it's pretty unpredictable. Because I mean, that's like closer to the line, but I bet it's messed up all of the well, no, they look alright, but I guess it's just the way they're moved. It just makes it go weird and blocky. Too angular. So I don't know. I can try stabilising it. Not stabilising it, simplifying it. But that then has its own problems. Yeah. It's a little bit better, but I feel like I just have to draw it perfectly, more or less. You know, big movements like that seem to be a lot more prone to messing up. That's pretty good. Fucking nail it on that one. And we can just go in there and get rid of all the corners. That looks a bit strange. So I want to connect corners, just smooth them out a little bit. Let's go ahead and skip this song. This is just like a preview thing. Oh, getting kind of tired now. Just over 2.5 hours. Kind of looks like it's being pulled out. I don't know about that. In fact, I might want to have it going this way instead, since that's where the uplift is coming from. Yeah, that's better, I think. Maybe? Don't know, it looks kind of weird here. It's like it's bulging out. Maybe that's just because I haven't finished the lines. think I'm going to actually angle this one down a bit. My voice is getting a little bit hoarse now. I don't normally talk like ever in general, so it's getting rough. I need to get another drink. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this so far, I think, so, it certainly proves the use of having reference. I think I need to bring this up a little bit. Maybe? Maybe not. No, I'll leave it. So I can actually get rid of this for now. Or at least I can close it. Just get a little bit more screen space. Oops. Oh god, what's happening? There we go. Yeah, good enough. So her butt is angled to the right. Yeah. So actually her underwear would be like that. Yeah, so I'm actually going to not draw underwear, because I think it would be out of frame. does it have to make the whole thing smaller? Of course, the problem is now having to erase it. Don't know why I'm doing that with the mouse. But let's make it a little bit smaller. So we've got the back of the leg here. There we go, that's good enough. So let's get rid of these, and then I can draw in the depth. Maybe I should do... yeah, I should probably do that actually. Just to give it a feeling of actual depth. Of course, the problem is getting it symmetrical now. So, what is the detail here? It's like a cube? I'm not sure what this line is actually. So anyway, there's a circle. I don't know that much, so let's just... there we go. Don't really know why I stuck that bit out. Let's go ahead and connect. Connect. Smaller. No, I want to connect. No, I want to connect these two. Why are you being like this? Fine, good enough, whatever. God, something's changing the shape of it now. That's fine. I feel like that's way too curved actually. So let's go ahead and just... There we go. So these actually have little holes in them, like that. No. I think I'm gonna have to speak in a Fluttershy voice from now on, because my throat's getting really sore from all this talking. So unused to all this talking. Of course, that might be too quiet. I don't know. It's obviously not as loud as before, but whether it's too quiet, I don't know. But I'm just going to try and keep it soft for now. Just because my throat hurts. Sorry. So, does that look enough? I mean, it's kind of too high, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Oh god, my throat. I forgot I was actually doing it for a reason. I'm pretty sure there are holes in the back too. I don't think it's just the front. So, what do I do about this? For a start, I'm going to connect them like that. So I'll connect these as well. Maybe that's a bad idea. Seems to have just messed them all up. wish I could kind of lock these together into one shape. Especially when it comes to these mistakes here. This one can probably be deleted actually. Yeah, or you could delete the entire layer. That's what I want. So, what did that even... So let's clear that. Let's... God. This is not how you draw vectors, by the way. This is an absolute fucking mess. So I want to use that. Let's clear that. I guess I'll clear that. Let's try and undo this. Let's delete control point. And let's... I want to connect these. Okay. So at least that's kind of actually an oval now. The thickness is still a bit wonky, but scale up width. It just makes everything fatter, doesn't it? Yeah. Thicken. Don't want to process the whole line. Let's just want to do that bit there. I don't think it's the brush size because this is the brush size. Fix. No. What is my pen brush size? It's 8. So I guess 8. Still pretty thick. Try 4. Let's try 4.5. No. 4.5. 4.5. There we go. So I fixed the ring. Good for me. I still need to move the whole thing though, which will probably end up with me deleting that ring anyway. Good fucking job. Good use of timing. Good. I mean, maybe you just can't do this kind of thing in this program. I need like a soft selection tool to just kind of grab this area. Just pull it up. That might be something I need to download. Let's just draw some more lines and see where we go from there. I don't know how much time, how much longer I'm going to be doing this. As you might be able to tell, I'm kind of Did I draw that to the wrong... Oh, Jesus, why is that so... This is so incorrect. Why did I draw it so wrong? Fuck me. Ugh. I think I might have to redo the whole thing here, or at least a chunk of it. Now, this knee is a lot further forward. Actually, I'm not sure this is the right direction either. That should be like that, right? Or is it like this? This looks right. Lighter. Or is it the kneecap? I think it should be more like this. Right. Let me go ahead and connect these lines and these lines. Oof, this is taking a long time. So this knee is further forward. So, no, don't undo that, undo this. So, this knee is further forward, so it should be higher and straighter than the other one. Technically smaller, I guess, because it's further forward. Of course, I do still need to fix this. Let me just remind myself. Okay. This is some of the messiest vector work I'm sure anyone's ever seen. But I mean, not including what I've already done on the poster. The Tale of Two Sisters. God. This is my first vector drawing. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the lines here. I might just need to redo that bit. That's too much of an angle. I should just stick to the fucking sketch like I said I should. Not that the sketch is perfect, but looks pretty bad actually. Yeah. No, I've lost it. I can't draw anymore. So I'm going to call the end of the stream there. It's been almost 3.5 hours. Decent progress. Got some nice lines going. So thanks for watching. And I will hopefully stream again soon. Bye bye!